Hello, digital bosses. You know how we do it. I'm having some cappuccino, something warm. It's a little bit chilly. Nevertheless, welcome to this video. Hello. I'm gonna shoot straight to the topic of today, which I wish to engage with you. I think what I've noticed is that a lot of people are still confused as to what digital branding is, what digital marketing is. Well, not digital marketing. I think I've spoken a lot about digital marketing. If you have been part of this group for a while, you now have an idea what digital marketing is. Now, I want us today to really talk about digital branding. And the reason why I want us to speak about this is because is one important thing that you need for your brand, is one important thing you need to really grow your business, even grow your own personal brand. Because sometimes we think that having a brand is just all about you having a company and all of that, right? And if you notice today, guys, like today we have content creators. I'm a content creator myself, and meaning I have built my personal brand, and that is also a source of income, meaning I work with brands that would pay me, not play me, pay me to influence, to obviously advertise their work. And that is really something that is amazing, because it's not just about them sending you great stuff, products, whatever, and you review whatever, but they actually pay you for that. Now, I feel the need to speak to someone here to say, as much as you might be focused a lot on just business, there's just so much that you can do even for your personal brand, and you need to somehow have a good balance. And if I can share my story a little bit, at some point I was confused as to how I can position my brand. So if you need a little bit of a reminder or some kind of a background about me or my journey, not my journey, or my brands. Okay, so I started, obviously, IL Designs. I started my company at a very early stage when I was in the early years of my tertiary. So my company has been existing for way over 6 years and operating for, I think, fully, this is the 6th year now. So that's when it started. And the Real Talk with Nthabi brand really started as well when I was still like in tertiary, but it was something that was still developing, but I was really using my services for free. I would go and speak at events for free. It was not really, or maybe if I charge, I would charge just a very low rate. I can charge or maybe I can say, just give me money to come there, make sure that you sort out my transport. Or sometimes I'll say, charge you 1,000 rand, which like now I'm worth more than that. And obviously I had to do that because you start somewhere. Now, there was a point where it was a bit confusing as to how can I actually position my brand, how can I actually work towards advertising or marketing these two brands without them losing any value or without confusing my audience. Because it's so easy for your audience to be confused. For okay, you are a designer, and then you have your foundation under or Real Talk with Nthabi, where you see me now as babes on my pads, donating sanitary towels, motivating, and all of that. So you kind of get confused as to what's happening. The next thing, I'm a designer. It becomes a little bit difficult. So I had to ask myself this question: what do I want to be known for? And that was the moment where I realized that, wow, honestly, this is something that is important. Because it's easy for you to just wake up, be whatever, do a lot of things. There's nothing wrong with doing more than one or two things. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you can position your brand better. But now, obviously, I wouldn't have known that if I did not invest a bit time or a bit of effort in working with what individuals, not no actually inquiring about this. So I had an opportunity to attend one of Nthabi's event. He was invited and there was a Q&A, and I was able to ask him the question because I was honestly confused. And he simply said that you just need to look at what others are doing and just somehow copy that for now. Not necessarily copy what, just look at the structure that they're using and look at how you can learn from it, not necessarily copy what they're doing and do exactly that. And if you are here, you are a copycat, it's going to catch up with you. That's all I'm saying. It's going to catch up with you. You will run out of ideas, and you'll get to a point where you can't do anything, because each and every time you will, when the person that you copy from evolves and grows, you will feel the need to also grow to their level and everything, and you will have to work twice as hard just to figure out how they do things. And you don't want to be that, because I think if you know what you want, if you know what your brand is about or what it represents, it's easier for you to grow. It's easier for you to grow. It's easier for you to adapt to new ways of doing things. It's easier for you to honestly do more than what you've been doing. It's easy for you to be more creative and do more, basically. I hope I'm making sense. So that's that in simple terms. So honestly, don't consider copying and everything. Just learn the models and everything, because the truth is we become better by seeing better or associating ourselves with people that do great. So just look at that. Check your competitors, see how you can do better, because when you check your competitors and you see that they are doing good at this, you need to go back to your drawing board and not necessarily change your structure, but to somehow think of methods or processes that you can apply that can be better, that can work even better or make you stand out. Because I think when it comes to branding or building a brand, what's more important is you standing out. What makes you stand out? That's something that you need to take note of. What makes you stand out is the number one priority. So what's that one thing that will help you stand out? Now, having said that, I'm just gonna point out a few of the the list of the digital branding solutions or things that you can note when it comes to when it comes to digital branding, things that you can apply and use in your own space to actually build that digital brand. I'm gonna just mention a few of them and explain a bit so that you can somehow get an idea. And of course, if this content is speaking to you guys, please don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to ask a question. I created this platform to really engage with you, to give you this nuggets. And something that you need to know is that I also do consultations, meaning I charge for those. And if you are here, you're lucky enough to get this information. And there'll be a time where, honestly, I don't get to share more about this. If you want, an idea of how you can build your brand, I will charge your consultation fee for that. And we are so close to that. We are so close to me sharing limited content, because I also believe that I think a lot of people value content when they have invested money in it. So that's what's going to happen. So I would say take advantage of this free content while you still can. All right. So now, what are those essential digital brand things that you need to know? That will help you and make a success for your brand. Now, the first one is, of course, you need a logo. And a logo is that one thing that somehow gives you a unique identity so that people then can know. I mean, when you think of IL designs, what comes to mind is pink. Not, well, it's not actually pink, but it's salmon pink type of thing. You think of a black color, you think of this big D, IL design, so you see that and you think of the shape that it has, the colors as well. So already that's how it stands out on its own. So it's the same thing when you think about KFC. Why did I use KFC as an example? But nevertheless, you think of the color red. When you think about Nando's, you think of very earthy colors and all of that, right? When you think of chicken licken, you think orange, right? When you think of Master Price, you think red. When you think of, what else is there? Comment with others. When you think of Starbucks, green. Already there's that identity. So and how powerful that, like, the power of visuals is that even when you say something, you get to think about the visuals or the colors before anything else. You get to see the color of that before anything else. So I hope you got that. So you definitely need a logo. Yes, the next one, you need a website. To build your online presence, you need a website. Now, I'm a website designer. You can check my website, www.ildesigns.co.za. I design websites for a living. I design banners, posters. I'm a creative designer. Listen, the only thing I cannot design is you. I'm not good at drawing, but I'm sure I could be better than Rasta. Okay, that's a joke, but yeah, of course, maybe. Yeah, no, that guy should just pause. I don't know. What do you think about Rasta's painting and drawing? Do you think he's getting somewhere? I don't think he's improving in any way. I know. Especially with the late Shona's painting. I was not happy because I honestly love Shona, and when I saw that, I loved Shona, and when I saw that, I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like really? But anyway, it is what it is. Let's not even touch that. Now, a website is so important. You need it to build your online presence, and a website as well serves as an advantage to really help you reach the algorithm, reach more audience, bigger audience from different platforms. Google is the biggest search engine in the world, and that is where a lot of things happen. Imagine if you offer services like cooking services, or you have a restaurant or whatever. When you sell certain type of food, and obviously specify or make sure that you use the right keywords. Like, for example, if you're located in Sandton, you will need to create a website that will have information about Sandton and specifically, be clear about the location and everything, because when you search on Google, it can give you all of those things, the maps, the location, the area, and all of that, right? And the type of food that you prepare and everything. So the keywords, or what we call search engine optimization, that is something that is very, very important, because what's the search engine optimization, it's easy for you to put keywords that are right, so that if I had to Google and say salons in Sandton, restaurants in Sandton, already I know that it will pick up your salon, your restaurant, if you have placed it there and specified even the area and the location. So there's just so much impact, so much that a website can do. And of course, if you need it, I am here. I can help you with that. You are welcome to drop me an email on lebohangm@ildesigns.co.za. You can do that, or you can just go to, obviously, ildesigns.co.za, or any of my social media platforms, guys. you know, actually specifically IL designs. You can even go here on Facebook, search for IL designs, look for it, or even comment here and say, Nthabi, I want a website, this is my email, call me, or this is my number, call me. Simple as that. You know, communication shouldn't be difficult, guys. This thing of, yeah, send an email, what, if you are able to just immediately drop, yes, send me an email, it's a good one. But if maybe you are able to just drop your email and say, this is my email, send me a quote, this is my number, send me a quote, then it's okay. I can quickly do that. So yeah, what's another thing? Okay, brand messaging. Your brand messaging is so important, guys. It's so important that you have a message that will somehow stand out, a message that will be clear, a message that will define what your offering is. It's so important. Brand messaging is so important. What are you doing? What are you solving and everything? What are your promises? What is your value proposition to brands and all of that? So that is quite important. So please consider understanding the brand messaging. So don't start a business and not be sure of your brand messaging. Don't start a business without being sure exactly how you're going to go about it. Or if I had to ask you, what is your brand all about? What does it do? And then you can't even answer. You don't even have an answer. You get my point? So that really could be a challenge. So learn that. And if you're probably wondering, but Nthabi, how do I do brand messaging? How do I somehow you know, put that together? Simple question. What do you do? What matters to you? Like, what do you stand for? What does your brand stand for? What does your brand stand for? What does it aim to achieve? Just ask yourself those questions, and that should be simple. That should be simple for you. But it's the same question that you ask yourself when you start a business as to, why am I starting a business? What do I am to? What is that problem that I'm solving, and all of that. Now, I spoke about CEO, which is another option that you can take note of, but I'm not gonna dive in deep into it because I think I've explained a bit about it. Social media, guys. Social media, guys. You know what? I like today this day, I've been on social media from what? I think from morning, because in the morning I was doing church, I was watching, attending a sermon online, watching church, and then after that I was busy doing some couple of video editing, and then I went live on my YouTube channel. I did all of that. What else did I do? Basically, I've been doing that, whether it's using my laptop or being on my mobile device, whatever. I've been online almost the whole day. So I've been on social media almost the whole day. And what is my message, or what is my point? My point is, this is a space that you can utilize to grow yourself, to grow your brand. Now, what did I achieve today? Today, what I achieved is that I had a very successful collaboration with one of my guests on my YouTube channel, talking about, you know, a specific topic. If you want to go check it out, you can go to my YouTube channel. And the engagements were so amazing, were so great. I had more people subscribing to my channel, more people engaging, and this means now I'm exposing myself, and obviously even the people that I'm collaborating with, to more people. So it's a building of audience, which is something that is important for your brand. Building your audience, that is so important. So take advantage of social media. Don't really don't stop working on it. Don't stop believing that it can help you grow. Use it to the best of your ability. I'm doing this video now, and by the time I end this, I'm gonna record a video for my LinkedIn to talk about the same thing that I'm talking to you about now. And I can promise you that I will get people even liking and following my page, and maybe probably visiting my website, seeing the work that I do. So there's so much that social media can do. All you need to do is to learn how to navigate around it. By now I'm sure you know how to even create a Facebook page, because the fact that you're here, it means that you probably know how to create a company page. But if you haven't and you don't know yet, that is something that you can even Google and learn. I mean, I can teach you that, but I don't think I have the time to do that, because yeah, I don't think I would have the time to do that, unless of course this is a practical tutorial or a seminar that I'm going to do, or a masterclass that I'm going to do, which will have more impact and all of that. So there's just so many things, but honestly, a lot of things you can just Google them. Online advertising is something that is important as well. For you to be reached by your audience, you need to advertise. For you to be noticed by other people, you need to advertise yourself. You need to put yourself out there. You need to advertise the work that you do. As much as you can be amazing, have the most amazing designs, products, whatever, if you're not going to advertise them, no one's going to know. No one's going to find them. No one is going to know what you do. So someone needs to know what you do by you advertising it. So there can be free advertising and paid advertising. So it's just a matter of you choosing what you need to do. So the advantage of paid advertising is that it somehow helps you to target your specific targeted market. It also helps you to somehow reach a specific number of people, which can just be good. So what it does, it kind of boosts your content so that it can reach more and more people, which I believe that is something that could actually be great, especially if you have a growing business, a growing brand. But I've always emphasized this point, that when you advertise yourself, start with free advertising, do the work, because you can still do amazing with just free advertising. Don't just jump into paying and all of that. So if I can tell you, if like for example, I have a YouTube channel. Did I do have I promoted my YouTube videos? Yes, I've done it, because I wanted to test and see exactly how it works and everything. I did that. How was the experience? It was good. At the same time, it was not so great. Well, I was able to achieve a good number of views, a couple of subscribers, extra subscribers. It kind of worked for a certain period of time and all of that. But I was like, you know what? Let me not invest in it in this point now. Let me just work on, putting out the content that might speak to others, and make sure that I put the right hashtags and all of that. But of course, also YouTube is a very big platform that it's actually growing. So it's possible that you will just try things and then they will probably not work best, because it's ever evolving, it's ever growing and all of that. So how much time? It's been what, 24 minutes since we've been live. Let me just wrap up in the next for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll just have a 30-minute session, which is going to be great, and we will be done. Now, what is the next thing? The next thing is content marketing. Woo! I'm loving the content marketing so much. I'm loving it so much, because it's really something that I'm now investing more time in. Content marketing is basically what I do each and every day. It is, yeah. I create content on my YouTube channel. I create content on my Instagram, even here on Facebook, right? So this is me marketing myself, marketing my brand, positioning my brand as to how I want to be seen and what to be known for. That's what I'm doing each and every day. And with my YouTube channel, I'm creating content that will actually, that aims to reach out to businesswomen, businessmen, empowered people, people that are interested in the digital space, people that are interested to start their YouTube channels and all of that. So that is me in a nutshell. So that's basically the work that I do. So now content marketing, the importance of it is that it helps you to really see how you can position your brand. Even the whatever that you create, whatever content you create, it kind of gives you an idea of what to do and what not to do. That's why it's so important to understand that there's a difference between Instagram and Facebook. There's a difference between LinkedIn and Twitter. There's a difference between YouTube and WhatsApp and all of that. All the social media platforms, they are different in their unique way. So you need to understand how each and every one of them works and how it should be used and all of that. All right. Wow, I'm feeling this conversation. I hope you are too. Now, influencer marketing is basically what I'm doing, which can also be added as or you can also use the word affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, yes, where obviously you would work with brands or companies. It can be even individuals or small businesses or big businesses, just brands that have a specific product that they want to market or a specific service that they want to offer, and they see that your platform is engaging and can somehow help them reach the right audience and everything. So they would use your platforms and pay you for that, right? That is influencer marketing right there. And for you to be an influencer, you don't really need to do much. That's why I always say your social media is your strongest weapon. The internet is your strongest weapon. You can be a millionaire today without having any skill. I can tell you that. I can make an example, but I would assume that Nthabi is a beauty content creator, but I think she went to school, she has qualifications and all of that, but she's a beauty content creator. So let's assume that Nthabi did not study, did not go to university, whatever, but she was still good at makeup. She was still going to be successful. Basically, that's what I'm saying. She was still going to be successful and still be on the Forbes magazine like she is now, child. So yeah, I'm really talking to you to say you can create your brand from nothing to something, and all you need is just the internet. So I hope that you took something out of that, and that is the end of it. I was amazing. I'm proud of myself because it's been what, 28 minutes now. It's been 28 minutes, so it means that I did good. I'm just in time. Our 30 minutes is almost done. So yeah, that's simply that. That's all I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that this was helpful. Do consider taking something out of this. And guys, you're welcome to really invite people to like this group. I mean, to join this group and all of that. But nevertheless, do consider following me on other platforms. Real Talk with Nthabi on Instagram and YouTube especially. That is where I want you more. So I wish that you can connect with me there. And it's okay even if you Twitter, if you're a Twitter person. I'm not quite big on Twitter and all of that, but yeah. And you can also follow the Morning Glory group here, and yeah, let's connect. And I think the most important one is IL Designs Facebook page. Please check it out. Instagram as well. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope that you learned something out of this. All right, take care and have a productive week ahead. From me and my cappuccino. Bye.